David and Nancy, Barry and Larry. There's just no other way to look at this. When Grandpa Crimi was left to do his best, when we had an economy, he became, in his 20s and early 30s, the most successful architect in the Buffalo area. He was the head architect of the school system in Buffalo, and Buffalo was growing like a little buffalo in those days. He designed 23 schools, the first football stadium, and I think he designed at least one of the first vocational high schools in the world. Most of his buildings are still standing after all of these years. Now, he was wiped out by the Republicans during the Depression. It almost killed him. He had to house our father, Robert Crimi, and our uncle, James Crimi, and his wife, Bertha Crimi, in a chicken coop. This is after he'd been the most successful architect in Buffalo, New York. His life was destroyed by that phony, baloney depression that nobody ever even describes correctly. It wasn't the stock market crash. It was the fact that the Federal Reserve suddenly cut off the money supply. That's what caused the Depression. It's always been the right-wingers who have destroyed everything. Every time the little people have ever gotten to own anything, like we did, Nancy, in the 40s and 50s and 60s, they've taken it away from us, like Ronald Reagan did. He began at Nancy and Barry and Larry, you idiots. On the other side of the family, Grandpa Hubbard had to, during the Great Depression, family had to live in a house made of billboards. Billboards, yes, my mother had to grow up with a Marlboro Man in her bedroom. And the Depression destroyed our mother as far as she never got over the Depression. And then when FDR and the liberals finally got, well, you know, they were almost murdered and everything. The Bush family finally got, well, you know, they were almost murdered and everything. The Bush family, our family, the Bushes, they tried to have FDR. They did everything they could to have FDR murdered and have this place turned into a dictatorship like Hitler. They loved Hitler. Our family, Grandpa Hubbard, after he had to, when he was given half a chance, he became the superintendent of the Del Mar racetrack, invented all kinds of things, and invented the plastic, or the fiberglass rail. You know how they always run along the rail. They all were wood before Grandpa Hubbard, and invented the breakaway rail, saved numerous lives and reduced injuries. Never was really given credit for that. I think he'd like to be given credit for it now. And look at all the marvelous things that they had. Look at the house that Grandpa was able to build on the hill in Del Mar. All because of the liberals. Everything's been destroyed since that time, Nancy, by all the people that Dad and Uncle Don accidentally, they didn't know what they were talking about doing. They liked the authoritarian sound of those right-wingers. Poppycock, it was all foolishness. They stole everything from us, Nancy. Larry and Barry grew up.
There's a photo at Tino's garage. Porta Potty.